Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods Podcast, episode 63. Yeah, 63. Today, I'm joined by the one, the only, Steven Sims.
That's me.
And,
that is you?
Oh, that's him. And the Barbarian, Daniel.
Why am I a barbarian?
I don't know. I couldn't think of anything.
I don't like barbarians.
I haven't done nicknames in a while, you know? Guys, no guests today.
I know.
Yeah, it's just the three of us. Look at this.
Feels weird. Normally, I go into like a little interview thing right now. I'm like, I don't know what to do right now.
Interview me. That's what I'm doing.
I will interview you. Yeah, sure. Sims, start with you. You have. Well, first, I want to ask you, what the fuck is going on with football over there?
Honestly, I don't know.
You don't know either?
I kind of just don't understand it. I've not watched soccer this year. Like, it can't. The vibe isn't there anymore. Like, because the crowd's not there. And then, like, all the teams have just gone to shit, and Manchester City's just kind of running away with it. So once you kind of see the overall winner of it, I kind of just can't be bothered. And I normally used to watch it. We have like this highlight show.
That's all like Super League shit, though. Like, what is
that? If I explain it, I'm going to sound like a dum dum. Basically, they want to make this like competition, and then it would have like all the top teams of the world in it, and then the Champions League would kind of just die. And there's like no, and in the Premier League, if you finish in the top 4, you automatically go to Champions League, and that's where you start making all the big money. But if this Super League happens, there's no way of leaving it or coming into it. It would just be them fixed teams, which would be making all the money. I think
so. They basically want to put together a league with like just all the best players,
all the best teams, yeah.
Not and then anyone else.
All the rich teams,
and then exactly. And then that would ruin like the transfer market because every player would just want to go play for these 15 teams if they get option. I think so that's it.
It doesn't sound that bad.
It's to do with money.
It's very bad because all of the small teams will just go away.
Yeah,
the teams that have been there for 100 years, over 100 years, they'll just go away.
But you get to see the best of the best all play against each other. Is that what you want?
That's not the no, you don't.
No, because there's nothing. Let's go back to 2000.
It's about the competition. It's not about the money, especially for the players.
Let's go back to 2016. Yeah, Leicester City, a 40-minute drive from me, did the impossible, won the Premier League. And it was never. It should have. Well, they deserved it, but on paper, it should have never happened. And that would kind of.
Oh, so you're saying things like that would never happen again?
It would, but it wouldn't mean anything because they wouldn't go to the. I don't know, but like you're saying, like these teams would just they would. It's I don't understand it that much. All I know is that people don't like it.
You don't gotta go talk about it that much. I was just curious,
but I just want to talk about the kind of funny collaboration. Like,
yeah, I wanted to bring up the thing you started. You started a Twitter. I'll let you explain it. Go ahead.
One Friday afternoon, I was chopping some onions, and I came up with this crazy idea. And I looked at my phone. And my phone looked at me, and I was like, "I should tweet this out." And I was like, "Nah, Steve, no one's bothered." And I was like, "Well, what I could do is try." I believe I worded it really well, and I don't know,
very well.
Couple retweets, and then I got like 40 people in the Discord, and they're like, "What next?" And I'm like, "I have no idea." But we're talking, we're getting some stuff together. We're gonna organising some private meetings, and we're gonna go from there. See what happens. The aim is to basically all the kind of funny best friends podcasts. You know, even not even kind of funny, but just people with a podcast that want to that talk about the same subjects that we do. Just get together and just talk, just cover the coverage together, like, and we can make new friends, we can get on each other's content, and that's where I'm at with it. Obviously, I came up with the idea. Well, it's when we all get together and it all happens. It's going to be everybody's like execution.
Yeah, it was all you, man. For the most part, it's a good idea. It's a little something coming together.
I do need like.
I already met some few people on it. We got a few guests lined up from it. So
wonderful,
cool shit.
It is cool shit.
Cool shit, Daniel. How you doing?
What's up? I'm good.
How's the pizza business going? Well?
Oh yeah, it's good. I work a lot, but yeah, it's good.
Fucking work, man. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Pizzas.
I like this. I'll get some time to catch up a little bit.
Yeah,
man.
You know what I mean? All right. Well, we can talk about some video games now if you guys would like. Busy week, you know?
Yeah, a lot of stories
busy,
this week.
but busy enough. We're right on the cusp of all these games coming out, and I'm very excited, you know?
I'm very nervous.
Yeah, we're about to get there.
Yeah. I was gonna do that.
What were you gonna do?
You'll talk about it in a minute.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, we'll go into the news then. First up, Resident Evil had another one of their little showcases hosted by Brittany. What's her last name?
Brombacher.
Brombacher. Tough last name, you know.
No, it's
but
not.
a little bit, you know. It's about as tough as yours. All right. Anyways, they had this showcase last Thursday, showed off some new stuff, and we will go over all that. First up, there was a new trailer for Resident Evil Chapter coming to Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
Which, it's the game that just gets everything, right?
Yeah, and they didn't really like talk about what's coming, like what monster it's going to be, or maybe multiple monsters. They didn't talk about what the survivors. Usually they'll do like a monster and like 2 survivors, or a monster and a survivor, or something like that. Like I'm wondering if it's just going to be like Mr. X and Claire and Leon, something like that.
You don't think they'll throw a big lady in there? No. Why not?
If they want to keep riding that, they could. Yeah, sure.
They totally could. I mean, this is the big lady's money, you know. You gotta
the big lady is money.
Money, pure money. Sims, got anything to say on this?
Not really. It's never been. It's always been something that happens in the background. Not as big as like all these other like ongoing games, but like it's still big enough. Like there's a lot of people playing it. I don't know. Just not in my circle. I don't know. Maybe it's a game that my kid might start playing when she's a bit older. Do you know what I mean?
It's a cool little celebration of like horror franchises. Yeah. There's a lot of representation in there, from like Saw to like Michael Myers. Really cool.
I've always wanted to try it because I'm a big Friday the 13th fan. I've always heard it's
it's like way better than that. Yeah.
That's better. You that always tells me that. There it is. That's where it comes from.
Yeah, it's probably me.
Next up, they showed off a new trailer for Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, which is the Netflix animated movie coming out, right?
Yeah. There's 2 of them. There's the live action reboot, and then the animated.
Which no trailer for that live action one. I was surprised.
Not yet. Well, they said that they are like working on the CG or something still. All the monsters.
Maybe that's the problem.
This one I think is pretty cool because it does have the voice actor of Claire and Leon from Remake 2. They're doing this movie, which is cool. So to have a little consistency there, because I think it takes place like a little bit after 2, and it has to there. It's like in the White House, and the White House is like being overrun.
All these movies are like canon too, so like really, when you look at the full picture of what they've all done, it's just like nuts.
Yeah, the White House is always like, I think the White House is in 6. Because like the president dies. If I remember 6, what a crazy game 6 is. If I remember, Leon's supposed to protect the president, and then the president like gets turned into a zombie, and then Leon gets blamed for like the president's death. Then he's like on the run or something like that. So maybe this ties into 6 in some way.
That'd be cool.
Would it?
Yeah, man.
Anything with 6, I don't really like.
We got to go back and make 6 good at some point, you know? It's like the only one. Yeah. Looks cool, though. I like these animated movies. I've only seen like the one where they were like stuck in an airport or whatever, so maybe I just like that one. But yeah.
Yeah, Nick in the chat says about Birkin. Dude, shout out to Birkin. Come on. Big old arm. He's got that big old eyeball on him. Let's go.
Who the fuck is Birkin?
Birkin's from stuff. Oh, you don't know Birkin?
Nah.
Birkin is in 2 remake. He's like he's the guy you kill with the big arm.
There's a lot of characters in Resident Evil, man.
He's the main like villain. He's the guy you blow up.
My case too much. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Sims, you got anything to say about it?
I'm looking forward to the TV series. It looks decent.
Oh, is this a TV series, not a movie?
The Netflix is a series, isn't it? I swear they said series.
No, there are 2
I'm
movies.
not sure if it's a series. Okay, yeah, movies.
Yeah, it's a live action movie and a other movie, animated movie.
Interesting. I look forward to it. It was I don't know. Resident Evil was hit and miss in it. It's either really good or really bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. Game wise, at the moment, they banger after banger after banger. Since 6, they've learned the lesson. But even when 6 came out, I enjoyed it. I think the reason we stopped playing it was, I think we just had hope, and then games Xbox 3. I think the generation leap didn't long happen. I think we lost the save.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It was like 2012.
It came out 2012. Yeah, I think that came out like October 2012.
Yeah,
if it came out in October 2012, then we just had hope.
Yeah, something like that.
Hope's
Yes,
their
I mean,
not actual hope. You know,
they lost their hope.
They lost all.
They gained hope.
I lost a lot of sleep.
Sims is losing hope right now because he's choking to death. All right, next up, Resident Evil 4 is coming to the Oculus Quest 2. In Capcom's quest to put Resident Evil 4 on everything. Yes.
Yeah, everything. It will always go to everything.
Always. It's
the original Skyrim, for sure.
Right, for sure, definitely.
It's so weird that this was not... I put this in the showcase section. This was not in the showcase, and I don't understand why. This was cool news.
Very strange. I mean, it's cool. It's a cool idea. So, like, have they shown gameplay of this? Is it just like
very little?
Yeah,
I haven't seen too much. Maybe there's more out there. I haven't seen a lot. But it's like first person. Yeah, you see, like, from what I could tell, is you are also holding your knife at the same time. So you're like doing this, shooting. So like you don't have to like pull it out to like
classic cop, you know?
Yeah. So you don't have to like pull. If you remember in 4, you would have to pull it out to like stab the bodies and stuff when they're like when you kick them down, you go and stab them. I guess it's just going to change the gameplay. You'd be able to knife quicker, which would be pretty cool. This might be a better way to play it then.
That'll work better, you know.
And 6 already has that like light mechanic, which some VR games have.
What's so weird is we'll get this and the 4 remake probably around the same time. And it's like, yeah, you can play like the original version of 4 on VR.
Did they have a release date?
The time the remake is coming. No, but I'm just assuming they'll both come out like next year.
I hope we get some announcement of RE4 remake. Man.
Yeah, I don't know. You'd think they'd want to wait till after Resident Evil 8 is out
next year.
Yeah, that's why you don't start hyping up RE4 remake before your new game's even out.
Maybe Game Awards, something like that.
Yeah, that could work. Sims, you plan on playing this for like the 15th time on Oculus?
I've never played it.
You've never played Resident Evil 4?
No, I keep eyeing it up on sale. £6.50 at the moment. But I'm busy. Well, I'm not busy. But...
I almost just wait for the remake at this point.
Yeah, I think so. It's always like every time like Resident Evil kind of like gets like in your face like it is at the moment. I always think I should play 4. I remember trying to play it. I put it on a few times. Just can't get past the first bit in that little village when we're just killing you. It makes me sad.
It's like the best part.
Yeah, but
that first opening village section is so cool.
Yeah.
I want to know what getting your head chopped off by the chainsaw guy looks like in VR.
Ooh.
Wouldn't that look cool? Like like your head gets cut off. Like I wonder if the camera like stays. So like you see your body or something.
This could be fucking traumatizing. I don't know.
It could be crazy.
This sounds horrible, honestly. Okay, cool. Next up, RE8 is getting a mercenary mode to the pleasure of many fans. You know, people like this. I never played mercenary mode, so I don't have too many thoughts. Daniel,
I played it a little bit on 6. I think was the last game that also had it.
What is this mode again? Can you explain?
So they kind of show it. If you watch, I linked to like a little bit of footage of it. So it's like you have to like do things very quickly. It's like a time trial, like rack up a bunch of points with kills and stuff like that. So this would be a really fast paced leaning more into the shooter of this game than like the survival part.
Was this
Which I
in
think
5? Because I remember this mode with like a time trial.
I'm pretty sure it was in 5 as well.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
I like
Some would say
vaguely-
Resident Evil 5 one of the best ones.
No, but it's
Me
very.
are on the same page with these Resident Evil games.
Yeah, you guys are wrong.
7
is
top tier. 5 is good. You know.
Yeah,
You know?
man.
okay. So
100%.
if we're going like S, if we can, we're gonna have to do a tier list of all of them eventually. So it goes S tier, which is like 1, 2, 4,
Just 7. Just 7.
and then A tier is I would put 7.
All the other good ones.
Maybe 5 would be an A tier because it's just fun.
So I don't know. Number 5 I just picked up randomly around the time it came out, and I remember me and my friend just getting like addicted to it. And it was like 2 a.m. She was like, "You need to go home," and I was like, "Yeah, I'll be back early in the morning because we're finishing this puppy." And we played on the hardest difficulty as well, and that Wesker fight at the end, like you have to
I
like
hate that one.
proper smash the wood to smash the boulder. Oh my god!
That fight sucks. That fight sucks.
Yeah, man.
It's not a good fight. Not a good fight.
But yeah, it was
Great
co-op
great
wise.
co-op game.
Yeah, I
Great
think
co-op.
that's what's like really did make it or okay. But yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean it's a good Resident Evil. It's not. I don't think it's top tier, but
No, I'm only joking. But it is good. I really enjoyed it. But number 7 is the best Resident Evil. I'm not joking.
I agree. That is fact. That's why it's in our museum. And then lastly, they showed off the last Resident Evil Village demo. I believe it did already come out. I played it. I will talk about it in the
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but
they also did a new trailer. I do want to mention that too. They did do like a full brand new regular trailer.
Share your whole launch trailer type thing.
Yeah.
Getting close, boys.
weird time though, that demo.
It's all stupid.
It was
The whole thing's dumb.
But like by the time it came on like late our time, and then by the time if I was a normal person and woke up at normal times, I would have missed the first demo because you played it while I was asleep, obviously.
yeah.
So I was like, well, I've already lost like 4 or 5 hours.
I don't understand why they did the whole 30-minute limit thing on the.
They did it on
demos.
Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, two had like you could play it for like an hour. I think is what it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I had it on the PC.
I don't get why. I used to love the 5 demo and the lead up to that game is like one of those things I loved. It's like when I was younger, and we
See, I just don't like demos. I don't need a demo. I've already seen so much of this game. I don't need a demo. Personally,
I like demos. I think demos should be available for like every game.
Yeah.
If it's up to me, like.
see, I don't always hate demos because the Outriders demo, like I needed to know what that game was, so I played it.
Mm-hmm.
So like that game, I think needed it, but I don't know if
Like,
RE.
Obviously,
I'm a
we
Resident
don't
Evil
need that for Resident Evil. Yeah, but
Yeah.
like there's plenty of other people that don't. That haven't played
Sure,
Resident Evil.
Sure,
Games, yeah.
I see. We're all big Resident Evil fans. We don't really need it particularly.
Right. But yeah, overall, good little showcase. I'm gonna let Capcom keep doing these things for other games,
Mhm.
maybe.
Yeah, I would say the next one's probably RE4 remake. I do want to give a shout out. Big Lady sucks some blood out of your hand.
It's not the only thing she
Well, I'll
sucks.
just leave it. Oh my god, no, I wanted to leave it at that. I wanted to leave it at that. Oh,
All right.
We're just some horny
Now-
boys, man.
I'm not.
I didn't say
I just
that.
think it's so funny.
I don't see
Hey, this
the.
lady scares the shit out of me, if I'm being honest.
I think this meme around her is just the funniest thing. That's why I show it to you guys all the time because I just think it's hilarious.
Did you want to say something, Sis?
I was just saying, Nick in the chat says he could do. He said he could do without a Resident Evil 4 remake. I just feel like that's the way they're going now, though, isn't it? Like,
My only thing about the RE4 remake is I want 2 remake controls. If you do 2 remake controls and just 4, and like that's all they needed to do. I don't need that game to look better. I still think the game holds up. The game's just perfect. It's a masterpiece. It's going to be in our museum eventually. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
I kind
The
of
game's
like
perfect.
the controls of the older
It
Resident Evil.
fits because it makes everything stressful. You have to run back, turn around. It fits for that game. I like 2 remakes controls. I just think it's perfect. But
Do you guys
Yeah.
think we get a 5 remake at some point?
Maybe.
You don't think
no, 5 and 6 are going to be forgotten. I mean, it'll just keep, you'll be able to play it, but we're going to keep moving in the timeline.
Maybe like an up-res double pack.
I'd be down for a full-on remake.
I would as well. It wasn't that bad.
See, then if you're going to do so, follow me real quick. I'll just go real quick.
Yeah, man.
If you're going to do that, stop making anything on. Like 8 shouldn't have existed then. Let's just start with that being the timeline. The timeline of 2 remake, 3 remake, 4 remake, and let's just go there. Forget where 6 took us. Like, if we're going
to give me a remake, give me a new one, give me a remake, give me a new one. That'd be
no, because then we're gonna have it's gonna feel odd because of where 6 took the whole franchise.
Well, 7 is like a soft reboot, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess a little. It's the Ethan storyline.
Eventually, we get 7 remake in like 2 years. That'd be great. Come on.
Oh my god,
I like Ethan.
Ethan sucks.
Ethan does suck. Speaking of Ethan, this has nothing to do with Ethan. Video game MPD numbers for March 2021.
Oh yeah. Give him to me.
I will give you all of them, man. You're gonna get this whole thing. You're gonna love it. All right, we'll start with number 20 as always. Best time of the month.
Sims, he did not know what to think about that.
You two need to go, friends.
Maybe we'll be each other's girlfriends, Sims. Okay.
I'm taking.
Anyways, number 20 was FIFA 21. Of course.
Okay. Wow, it's 20 though.
That's 12 last month. Or in February.
Interesting. I wonder if there's like a sale or something.
Yeah. 19 Mario Party. There you go. 18 NBA 2K21.
Huh. I dropped 2, it looks like.
Yeah, that was 13. Now at 18. Not too bad. This is a big drop. Madden NFL 21 is at 17, which was at 5 in February.
Wow, these sports games took a drop. Congratulations, gamers! Like, I'm gonna give a round of applause. Let's stop buying these bad sports games.
No one cares when these sports aren't in season. You know,
that's true.
They just drop off. Number 15 was Crash Bandicoot 4. It's About Time, which went up to 15, all the way from 65. So that
was definitely on sale. Or maybe the new port.
The next gen, yeah. The gen one definitely helped that bump up.
Like Crash 4.
Yeah. 14, Mortal Kombat 11. Hyping up that movie, I see.
Yeah.
That's what it was. 13, Pokemon Sword and Shield. All the way up from 19, so, not bad. 12, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. 11, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 2019 one. So.
Oh, wow, it's dropping out of the top 10, though. It took a while.
It was at 11 in February, so.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 10, Minecraft.
Of course.
Down 2 spots, yeah. Still up there, though. Number 9, Super Mario 3D All-Stars, which was that the last month you could buy it, or was April last month?
No, it was March 31st was when Mario dies. So Mario died March 31st.
Okay. So, yeah.
So March was the last month, yeah.
Number 8, Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Cool. Still go.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Number 6, Mario Kart 8, which just cannot be stopped. Can we please stop buying Mario Kart so I can get a new Mario Kart?
I want a Mario Kart 9, please.
Like, please.
I want a Mario Kart 9.
Just no more. Number 5, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. Still holding in there.
Yeah.
4, Super Mario 3D World, which was number 1 the month previous.
Still need to get that game. Yeah.
Gonna be a top seller this year, probably.
Yeah.
Then number 3, Outriders.
Hey, look at that. Even with it being on Game Pass, still selling.
Even with it on Game Pass, it is pretty surprising. Number 2, Monster Hunter Rise. Did you pick this up, Sims?
No, not yet. It's on the to-do list. There's just too many games to play. Like backlog. Like Natalie's smashing her backlog. And
you missed a bunch at the end of the year last year.
Yeah, I'll just we'll get to it later. I'd like to one day. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I'd like to. But
maybe someday.
Yeah.
And then your number 1, of course, is Bug Snacks. No, it's not Bug Snacks. Bug Snacks joke. It's still good. Still good in 2021, I
like Bug
We got a good year of the Bug Snacks, No, anyways, it is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War.
That game's dominating. That game is sold so well.
Why, though? It's not that good.
It's a good Call of Duty. What are you talking about?
Oh, Call of
You
Duty.
didn't even play it. You didn't play it.
I just
played it.
I'm just bored of like Call of Duty being this.
But it's not boring, so you're not playing it though. That's why.
No, it's the same in it. I feel like they should just put like Call of Duties and the FIFAs all in their own different like league.
It's not. It's a different game. It's
Put
different
them
developers.
in the Super League.
No, it's a different game every year.
I know what you're
agree
saying.
with sports games,
But
it's different developers. Like it's not the same.
It's okay. I'm just not a fan.
You have to play. Yeah, you have to play them. Like they're very different. Especially going from Modern Warfare to
Yeah, I mean, I have played the differences between the different games. I don't know. Black Ops, Modern Warfare is probably my favorite. Well,
yeah,
if they made Modern Warfare, they
Warfare 2 might be this year.
They are due. Yeah, so I'd play this one because I really enjoyed the Modern Warfare. That was such a good campaign. Ignore what I just said.
Really good.
Call of Duty as well.
I know. You're crazy.
Oh, no, I'm from America. Fuck off.
Whatever.
This year's got to be made by Sledgehammer again.
Is it Sledgehammer? Okay, so then it's probably going to be a new game.
Yeah, it's supposed to be back in World War II, so we'll see.
Oh,
We'll see.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that. That's right. I guess Modern Warfare next year.
On the console side for MPDs, Switch was the highest selling console in March, of course, and PS5 is now like the fastest selling console or whatever the fuck in a 6-month time.
In the US, I think it was just in the US. Yeah,
sure.
Because even like I've talked about this before, like Switch is just killing PlayStation in Japan. It's insane. Switch is just yeah.
Okay, cool. That is it for MPDs. Not very juicy MPDs that month, but we're getting there.
Next month will be juicy, will it?
May will be juicy. Yeah.
Overwatch director Jeff Kaplan, whatever. Sure. He's leaving Blizzard after almost 20 years of working there. Big news, boys. Daniel, I know you're a big Overwatch guy. Go ahead.
Yeah, shout out to the New York XL. Overwatch League started up last weekend. The New York XL, their first game is, I think, on Saturday. It's very interesting. He was obviously the director of Overwatch 2 as well. So he's the director of Overwatch. He did a lot for Overwatch. There's very few directors that go out and are just in the community, constantly communicating and talking. Like somebody like Kojima is just he feels like a rock star, like he's not just he doesn't feel connected. Jeff, like when they did their patches or a new character, you knew that he was going to come on and he was the one talking to the camera. It was just Jeff. And he did a lot for that game. And I'm very curious what that means for Overwatch 2 and maybe just Blizzard in general. Because he's definitely one of the last few big heads at Blizzard that's been leaving.
Oh, has there been a lot of people leaving lately?
They started a couple of them started a studio last year called Dreamhaven.
I think I remember hearing about this. Yeah. Blizzard in general for me is just like a huge blind spot. Like I've never been into a Blizzard game. Like shockingly enough, it's just Diablos don't work for me. Overwatch didn't work for me. WoW didn't work for me. I can't think.
You didn't like Overwatch?
I played a little bit of it. It's one of those. If I had friends to play it with, I probably would have been into it more. I was really into Team Fortress back in the day, but
dude, Overwatch so much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I know if I had a group of friends to play Overwatch with, I probably would have been super into it. So maybe for Overwatch 2, I'll be able to get into that a bit more. But I know they wanted to make like a single player type game for a while now. So
there's like single player and then like PvE mode. So it's like a single player PvE and then like the multiplayer's coming back.
Oh, isn't Overwatch 2 getting a campaign or whatever too? Yeah, so maybe I'll be into that. That's
they're getting a campaign and like a whole PvE mode, which they've had like a PvE events in normal Overwatch, but they're going to get like a whole mode now. But the new director, I forget his name. I could probably look it up. The new director has been there the whole time as well with Overwatch, so it's not like they're getting some brand new person or whatever. Yeah, so his name is Aaron Keller is the new director of Overwatch 2. So like I have faith in Overwatch 2. I mean, we haven't seen it in a while. I'm not too nervous yet about that game.
So has Jeff Kaplan been like a big part of all these games? Like, is he a big part of Diablo and WoW and all that too?
I don't know what else he's actually worked on. This is like I'm pretty sure this is the first one he actually directed. I could be wrong.
I just didn't know. Is he like the fucking guy at Blizzard? You know, like, is he like
he's one of the oldest employees they had at this point?
Yeah, okay, sure.
I mean, everyone, pretty much all the heads were leaving, so he's one of the longest people there.
Okay. Sims, you got anything to say on the matter?
I feel like Blizzard will just carry on regardless. It's a big loss for them. I don't think it will affect anything. I think Overwatch will come out as planned. I could be wrong, but I think after 20 years doing something, you kind of just you want to do something else, or you just want to retire. Like, he obviously, he's a wealthy man. I mean, it's just part of human nature, isn't it? You just want to move on, or you want to retire, or you just don't want to do it no more, and he wants to go home and spend time with his wife and kids. And obviously, trust the team. Maybe you just it comes to a point where you can sit there and you watch a team and you think, well, this is in good hands. I can go now, like a butterfly.
I wonder if he's going to go to Dreamhaven. Like, that'd be my question.
Maybe.
Like, is he just going to go with those old Overwatch guys? Because I don't think they've even talked about what they're making. But
Jeff
it might
just came out of his beautiful little cocoon. Started flapping away,
Plus, it's comfort zones as well. Like, sometimes you have to grow, and that means leaving your comfort zone. And 20 years is a massive comfort zone. So we'll see. Be excited to see what he does.
Yeah, I'll be curious for sure.
It's always interesting when these big people leave. See where they go next.
It will be interesting to see where he goes. Next up, xCloud Limited Beta is coming to Windows PC, Apple phones, and tablets via web browsers. Sims, you were one of the few invited.
I was
to try out xCloud. How is it? Have you tried it?
I've tried it now. Well, I'll show you. You're
gonna try it right now, live?
No, I can't. I don't think I can.
His internet would break.
Sounds risky. Have you been able to try it at all though?
No, I'm on the webpage now. I've got Sea of Thieves, Dishonored to play. I think I can play Grand Theft Auto. I'm setting up my stream apparently. This might go wrong.
Give me like some GTA 4 on my phone. I'll play the shit out of that.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to play it. I'm going to play it soon. I was hoping to play it before so I can give some feedback. My controller is down the stairs. I'm really excited. Daniel, did you not get an invite?
No.
Xbox fan number 1. Wow, that's really loud.
I am not Xbox fan number 1. But I
just sound. There's too much sound.
Surprised Phil didn't invite me, Anyways, yeah, this xCloud one seems like it's the best streaming so far, or at least the best quality, right? That's kind of the consensus that's been. Daniel, you excited about these?
Not really, because I want to play on my console, but I would try it out. I would definitely try it out.
This is something that I'd like to go down the stairs and try Natalie's Surface Pro.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Definitely. I wish that on my iPhone I didn't have to use it through a browser. Like, I wish that Apple would just kind of let them do an app. Because I have an iPhone and an iPad, so like I would prefer them just to let them do an app.
I'm definitely
Is it weird that they didn't just launch this on Xbox too? Like, why not?
They might be testing it still because they haven't really talked much about that.
You figured the testing phase would be on Xbox, though. I don't know. That's just kind of what I think. Sims, what were you gonna say?
I forgot. I'm just so stuff like this really intrigues me. See how it works. I've got an Android, so I've got the app. I was showing my dad the other day, but my dad's banging on about getting a PlayStation. Doesn't play games. He's like, I'm gonna go PS5. And I was like, why? You don't play games? Oh, I like the Blu-ray. And I was like, you're best off just getting an Xbox. And he was like, what? I was like, they do this Netflix thing. And I just got my phone out. I was like, look at all them games. I was just like, you would never need to buy anything. Like, if just in case He liked Burnout back on he owned the old original Xbox and played a lot of Burnout together. Yeah, it's exciting. I like the way we're going with it, and if it does work on here, and I got I can have a clapped out laptop and play some Xbox on there. So it's really exciting. I'm honoured to be like part of it. I got invited to the phone beta quite early. I think I've had my account a very long time, and I don't know if my gamer score shows that I don't know. It's dead weird because I don't. If they looked at my history, mind you, the kids play on my account, but I've not played on Xbox in a very long time. I'm surprised Daniel doesn't have the invitation. He probably does. Have you even looked?
I mean, it's tied to my email. I haven't got an email.
I got this at 4 a.m. this morning. Yeah, 4 a.m. this morning.
Yeah, I haven't got an email. My account's pretty old. I don't know.
So, I'll be looking forward to play it after this. I was hoping to play it earlier, but it's exciting times.
Yeah,
it's exciting times indeed.
I'll be really excited if they have it on the telly because Xbox were like once. I'm not sure if the partnership's still there. It like partnered with the Samsung QLED line, so it'd be exciting to see if they do release an app for that.
Like an app,
yeah,
and then
incredible.
You get it right on your TV.
Yeah,
that'd be
insane, insane if they did something like that. And obviously they'd probably do it. Pardon?
That'd be the way to do it, right?
100%, yeah, definitely. Like put Games Pass on the telly, and if it works,
then, once you get Samsung, then LG is going to want to get in there too, stuff like that.
So when you log into XCloud, is it the Game Pass catalog? Like, is that what's there?
Well, there's only limited things that are on XCloud.
Okay.
It is like it's its own catalog. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, sure.
I think that's the goal, is to get like everything playing through XCloud.
I'd say like 70% of the library. Like, so you've got on the phone, you've got your cloud, console, and PC. It's not gonna focus, is it?
Yeah, when they do the announcements recently, they've been saying it's going to cloud, console, or PC, and it'll have in brackets like, oh, this game's coming out to whatever. They've
got their special, like with the mobile, you've got like Play with Touch. You play Dungeons, Hellblade, Killer Instinct, Streets of Rage 4, Dead Cells, Guacamelee 2. And then they got like the recently added section. So, Grand Theft Auto. Do you see Grand Theft Auto works on the mobile?
Oh, yeah, why wouldn't we?
No. But no, it's incredible. Like, I don't think it's there yet. I think my internet's not the best, but it's exciting. I don't know. I just get really excited about like when Stadia announced what they were doing. It's just like, if I can play games on the go and it works, then yeah, give it me, man. Like 100%.
I think it kind of depends like where you're at in life, because like me and Daniel don't really sound too excited about streaming or anything.
I am excited for that future. I don't need it.
I like that the possibilities there, right? But it's like every time I think about it, it's like I'm never gonna do that. But for Sims, a busy dad on the go all the time, it's like that could be a perfect thing to.
Yeah, I don't even play my Switch out of its dock, really, almost ever. Like I want to play it on my TV.
What were you gonna say, Steven?
Steven, no. Yeah, I'm not. I won't use it like all the time, but you know what I mean. Like, I want the clip. I think I asked my birthday, and I'd like to spend a bit more time with it. Like, play a bit more Games Pass, XCloud on, like, just sat on the sofa, just to give it, see what happens. Like I said, I played Doom, the OG Doom, but I do believe it was like it felt a bit stiff because it's a very old game.
Okay. It's not that old.
Cool.
But
it's 1993.
Oh,
no, right. Yeah.
That OG Doom. Okay.
Doom Eternal.
Yeah. No, just Doom. 2016. That's what I thought he was talking
about. Yeah. We will be excited to see where xCloud goes. Next up, Sony has reversed their decision. You will now be able to purchase games on PS3 and Vita through the PlayStation stores for the foreseeable future. Not PSP. PSP still shuts down July 2nd.
Yeah.
Which which is what they should have done anyway. That should have been the original, like the PSP. PSP notoriously like hackable. I was there during the day. Some dodgy man was like, I can get you in a game you want on your PSP, and I'm like, little Steve's like, okay, mister, and I had all of it. Like, it was obviously I was 12. My mum didn't want to buy every single game that I wanted, and this man offered me like the world. I just went into a van with him, and then I didn't really, but so yeah, like the PSP library, yeah, dead. It is. It died. Not long after it died, maybe like a year or two into it, because people were hacking it. Like it was it's easy, even hackable. Like people use it as for emulators in the end. Like if you have it, it's a very useful machine right now for whatever you have, homebrews and etc. They should have just shut that down. And then this whole like hobbabaloo of like, was it? I mean, it sounds a bit drastic, but did they just go, oh, let's see what they do? And then I bet there's loads of people. I was listening to like Press YYZ. One of the guys on there were like, he's planning on spending like over £1,000 on the PS Vita and I think it was the PS Vita store before it shut down. Hopefully he hasn't, because there's no rush. But imagine if you did. Now you're pissed off even more.
There was like a small gap there where the prices must have just skyrocketed, you know?
Oh, 100%. And then I've got, oh, wait, no. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe
they have not said when they are actually shutting it down, so.
It won't be yet.
It could be next year. Who knows?
But like, PlayStation or Sony have to be bringing this library to.
Are they? See, that is what I want to talk about.
This is where I'm going with it. Is like they have to bring this PS3 library.
Like, see, this story is not like a win or whatever. Like this is just them like trying to fix a problem that they made, right? Like this tells me that they don't have a solution yet.
No,
if they had a solution for this, they would have did it. They would have said, "Hey, no, we are shutting them down, but hey, we have a solution to the problem." But they don't. They don't have this library moving forward. That is the issue, and they're not solving that issue. They are plugging a hole with gum. That's what they're doing right now. That hole is there.
Is it working?
It's working for just now, but that hole is gonna break.
Who knows how long that gum lasts?
It's not gonna last long.
Better not be that ABC shit.
That's not Wrigley's then.
Oh, gum.
You have Wrigley's over there? Wrigley's gum?
Yeah.
Okay. So
shit.
where I was going was like, yeah, they have to bring it over, but I don't think they can. I think they are literally, because of the old like PS3 infrastructure and how it was made and how it was designed, they put themselves in such a corner they can't get out of it. Like there's no way of bringing that. Yes, 100%.
They need to fix that problem. They need to fix that. That is a problem.
And can they fix that problem? Can they? Is there ever a way of us playing these PlayStation 3 games without streaming them, or even with PS Now just adding that download feature? Like they don't has to be a way. If they can't do it, they can't do it. But it's such a shame. So,
but there are fans doing it. There are fans that are fixing their things. Like they need to do what Xbox did with the backwards compat. If you remember, I think recently Larry Herb has talked about it on his podcast, where they gave them a year and a bunch of engineers a year to figure out gamepad or backwards compatibility, and they came up with a solution. If Sony put any thought and money into it, they could figure out a solution. There's no way that they don't have the money to buy engineers to do it. It's just, will they do it?
Do we think we'll ever see it? Do you think we'll ever see it in the next 2-3 years? The whole PS1, 2, and 3.
No,
if they come out.
I think yes, but it won't be everything. It'll be slow.
Yeah.
I mean, even backwards compatibility, like they're still putting out games. Like it's not like they have everything yet, but they're doing it consistently. If
they could put out whatever they can put out, you know, like regarding licenses and stuff, because there'll be thousands of games that we can't get. But you know, are we going to be bothered? Like, it'd be exciting for the time. Yeah, they did it, and then like you'd be like, well, I don't want to play it. Like,
that's the point. That's what.
But
matters.
that's what they're trying to get. I don't know. They
need a designated team doing this.
This is good news because they're listening. But then did they do it just for us to spend a load of money? Or for like a little science project? Let's see how they react. Let's see if they buy any games from the PS3 stuff. So. Probably not. But, conspiracy hat.
They still want to shut these stores down. Like that's what they want to do.
Of course, because it's a hassle, isn't it? It's something else to worry about in the background. I'm like, oh god.
Like even at them reverting it, like they showed us what they wanted to do. Yeah. Shut it down.
So did Xbox. So Xbox did the same thing. They wanted to increase the price, and then they.
Yeah.
And then.
Definitely. Like we saw what Xbox wanted to do. They wanted to up gold, and then they completely went back on everything. So they saw what people wanted. Big
shout out to Xbox as well, right? Because they've officially saved me some money. Because now I don't have to buy Xbox Game Pass for Ultimate. Like I will, but I don't have to anymore. When the kid's like, "Dad, can't play Fortnite, need gold."
Yeah, but no, you keep your Ultimate because your Ultimate is how you get xCloud and all that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, sometimes there's just a point where no one's using it. Like, one kid's just playing Roblox, one kid's playing Fortnite, one kid plays on the PC anyway. But no, that is a great thing. Like, it helps as well because there's so many Xboxes in the house, and I can only be like master account on one Xbox, and there is ways around it, but it's just a hassle. So yeah, it's great news this week to finally not have to worry if we've got gold for the kids. Do you know what I mean? Because then you got like a code. It's a long story, but this is good news for PlayStation to say, "Oh, we are listening." But what does it mean? Are we going to get these backwards compatibility? Because they've got such a big library and such a great history, and they should just be brought forward. Like, and even I know it's not the easiest thing in the world, but Xbox can do it. Why can't they do it? And they've got the technology, and they no, all they need is a good scientist, an engineer, or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, it just you see that Mark Cerny thing back in the like this time last year, and you see them gaps in the presentation, and you're just like, that would be PS1, 2, and 3. Do you know what I mean? Just bring back the Crocs and the PS2 classic games, and I don't know. Half of the great games have been remade or whatever, but I don't know. It's options in it. Options that we'd like to see.
Yeah, it's good they're listening. They reverted the decision. You know, that's good. I still don't care that much, honestly. But you know, the PS3, I know there's just something wrong with the way they built it or whatever, the online system. So
yeah, that's so
what I am mad at is that they stopped doing the PS2 games. Remember, they used to release these PS2 games. Like there was one year where they released like 6 of them or whatever. Like all the GTA's on there, Jack and Daxter, that shit's all on there. I don't know why they stopped that. I know on PS Now you can even download those. You don't even have to stream those. So it's just like, I don't know. They should do that. They can obviously figure it out with PS2 and PS1. PS3, we might just be fucked on forever, honestly. And that's a shame.
There has to be a way around.
There might not be.
I'm sure there is, but probably costs a shit ton and you need some smart people.
They should do it.
Yeah, the thing with PS3 is majority of the games you'd want are already on PS4. They were already remastered.
For the most part. But there are...
Infamous is missing, Resistance is missing, little things like that. But, everyone got their Demon Souls now, so it's like they can shut up about that. I know those were like the 3
big
where's
ones. Like the Jack collection and the Sly collection. Is it on PS4?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can get that through the PS2, but you can't get like the specific PS3 version. If
that's what I was saying. Isn't there a collection on PS3 with like all 3 of them?
I don't know too much about Sly, So
PS3 did. I think we had the Sly collection. I think we do have the Sly collection.
But yeah, it's hard for me to care because PS3 personally, I've played all the games I wanted, so it's kind of hard for me to have the.
I did.
On it. Yeah. But yeah, we will see what Sony does in the future.
Yeah, Sony, do and please.
Next up, Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition is free to download now through May 14th from the Play at Home program. I bought a Horizon Zero Dawn poster. I was gonna hang it up right here. I forgot to do that.
Nice.
It's a cool looking poster.
Does it look good? Cool.
Yeah.
Go download that game.
Go play Horizon Zero Dawn if you haven't. I don't know why you wouldn't have by now, but yeah, it's free.
You're still out of focus.
Did it last night. I did them all last night because we did it on Natalie's account, and obviously we normally just share the games anyway. But then I just had like this like brainwave of like, why am I not doing it myself? Do you know what I mean? Just they're free, so yeah. Did them all last night.
Edition, so you get that whole. I didn't play the expansion, but
yeah,
they have
true,
that.
That's there as well. Bit of a hassle, not gonna lie.
With what?
Just downloading off the PlayStation 5 because remember,
the store. I hate the whole interface. I don't want to go on a rant. I was okay with it when I first started, but like now that I'm using it a little more, it's even worse than the PS4. How? Like the only thing that's cool is that you could scroll to the store, but the store's a mess. I hate that store. That store sucks. Like I would rather I'd rather load 2 minutes in.
I don't know
why. Yeah. It's super like looking into the games in the future. Like I'd rather take 2 minutes and load into the PS4 store than scroll and have whatever that mess. Go ahead. Sorry.
I don't like the store, but I love the games and media. I love that it's just separated by those two. I love that. That is so.
I wish they'd bring things back. I miss my GTA or not GTA FF7 remake theme that I had. I want that back.
I forgot what I was going to say. No, that was it. So, you know when the PlayStation Plus games come out and you're not really that interested, but you'd click purchase or whatever, but it wouldn't download. It wouldn't necessarily download the game. Now with these like play at home games, it's like download the game and then you got to cancel the download. I don't know. We just had a big issue with it. Like my phone's pinging all night. Download it. I don't want to download it. Yeah, it just needs a bit of work. It's just a bit shit. Connor, get an item, and then put it in front of your camera.
Is that how you do it? Does this pen work? Didn't work? Did it work?
Maybe a bit bigger.
Didn't work. No.
More?
Do like this.
Do like this, and then go like that. Oh.
No, you're just out of focus.
Out of focus? I don't know what's going on there. Anyways, doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll be blurry. Anyways, up next. PlayStation is working with Firewalk Studios to make a new AAA multiplayer game. Firewalk Studios is a new development team with developers that have worked on Destiny, other games.
I think they were Halo, I think, and Call of Duty.
Yeah.
A bunch of like FPS people.
So they're gearing up for a big multiplayer project. Herman Hulse says this is a innovative. Yeah. Why can I not say that word? Innovative. Is that what I'm going for? I don't know if that's what I'm going for. Anyways, yeah, he's hyped about it. We're hyped about it. Not really. We got to see what it is.
Well, this is what I wanted. What was it 2 weeks ago, a week ago, that I was talking about that they need to diversify? Maybe it was 3 weeks ago with Corey on here. With the last, there was some other story that we talked about. This is what to diversify their portfolio, and they needed I was talking about them needing an FPS. This is exactly what I wanted. So this is probably. Say that again.
You think this will be an FPS?
Definitely, especially with it all being Halo, Call of Duty developers, Destiny developers. Yeah, this is what I wanted. There is literally nothing though. Like it's just hey, we're doing something.
Yeah, it's good they're publishing this. It is kind of what people were asking for just a couple weeks ago or whatever. They wanted Sony to publish different types of games. This is like the same thing they're doing with the Jay Raymond studio from a couple months back.
I mean, that was even less than this. But.
Yeah. But it's cool. It's cool they're announcing these projects. Herman Hulse also did an interview with where's Jason Schreier work now? Bloomberg, right?
Bloomberg.
Yeah, he did an interview with them. He was basically he was kind of defending what was going on a couple weeks ago with all that. He was saying we still make games like Astrobot, Sackboy, Dreams. He was saying stuff like that.
I mean, like, I don't.
He was basically saying we are making different stuff and different IPs all the time. It's just they're not as well known as our big IPs.
Well, they are, but they aren't, because I think they're partnering with a lot of people. How much are they actually developing those? Like Astrobot for sure. Like I don't necessarily disagree with him. Like, it isn't like doom and gloom yet, right? Like, it's just looking down the pipeline, really.
Sure, seems. Even I think Jason was on MinMax, and he was just like, half of it's just been blown out of proportion. Like, they've read the headline and then they've just gone spouting their mouths off on Twitter or podcasts or etc. So, He was kind of like, yeah, they are doing this Last of Us stuff and this, that, and the other, but not that bad. Do you know what I mean? They just got their ideas and they want to do them that way. But yeah, it's not good. It's not good what they're what they seem to be doing, but what they are doing is a completely different story. If that makes sense.
Not really. I mean, they're not. A lot of the smaller games are just them publishing them. Like, where's the actual developed weird games?
But we'll see. I mean, we're only 6-7 months, aren't we?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, we're just saying we're only 6-7 months into it. Like we think.
Yeah, no, but it's been this way for a little while now.
Yeah,
but like when you look at the developers, you're not gonna have like fucking Gorilla make a fucking AA game, you know, or Naughty Dog.
I didn't say that.
No, yeah, but like it's like I think people they want them to make these smaller games, but I mean, I guess publishing them is them making it, right? Like they don't own.
I mean, they're
that
throwing some money, but that's not.
They got Sony like 12 studios and all, so it's not like they can't.
Yeah, they don't own a ton of studios. Yeah,
like Pixel Opus that makes these AA smaller games like them, and then you know they
their solution is to publish. I mean that is like Returnal and Kino, right?
Exactly.
Like those two games this year, pretty big games, but they're all just Sony published. They're not making them.
Yeah, I just thought sometimes I don't know what people want. Like, do you guys want them to buy a bunch of AA studios and then have them continue making AA games? Like, I guess I don't really know how good of an idea that is, but yeah. Anything else?
No, I'm excited to see what this FPS could be.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully, it's not some games as a service. I don't want that. Just give me like a cool, like weird Overwatch looking game on PlayStation. That'd be cool.
You guys think it'll be like a Destiny like?
I hope not.
Smaller MMO. RPG.
That's what the first thing that went into my head was like games as a service, and that's just not what I want.
I could see that because that'd be a big deal as an exclusive if you could make one of those, right?
But like Destiny just owns that. No game has even tried or has come out and beaten Destiny. They just keep going.
Division got close.
Yeah, but it didn't sell. Look at Division 2.
Didn't it end up selling real well afterwards?
No, it ruined Ubisoft's year.
Oh,
in 2019. Yeah, like they wanted a certain amount of games. That's why they had to put so many out in 2020 last year because they did not make money. It was that, and then Ghost Recon Wildlands, or not Wildlands, the other one, Breakpoint. Both those two games in Division 2, they didn't sell well.
It's funny because I feel like we talk about these games all the time, but really there's only like 5 or 6 of them, and like majority of them have failed. Yeah,
it's true. That's why I said that nobody can step to Destiny. Like even like Outriders, like that's not a games as a service. It's kind of in the zone a little. It's a co-op game, but like, I just feel like people are just scared of Destiny. To be honest, there's so many players.
What do we think separates Destiny from the rest of the pack? There is it just the gameplay being so good?
Yeah, no one can match it. I've said this before. Like Destiny 1, I think maybe in particular, just for me, is just the best feeling FPS of all time.
But like, I'm a huge Division guy. You were really into Avengers, but you weren't into Destiny so much.
No, but I dabbled in Destiny last year, and like I'll be the first one to say it felt fucking phenomenal, like to play. Like, I was too late. It was just overwhelming. Like, I played it for a couple of nights, you know, enjoyed shooty, you know, and killy. You're alright now. You're better. Much better.
Oh, I fixed it.
Look at that. I can see it clearly.
Stressing me out. I was like looking at me like, oh no. No, yeah, but Destiny plays phenomenal. I don't know, maybe, is it a case of it just being the first one? Do you mean like first the worst, second the best? Like, I don't know, like...
It's also, like... It is how the game feels, but it is just Bungie. Like Bungie's that studio. They have been that studio since Halo. Like that's just it might be personal for me as well. Like Bungie has a lot of meaning to me. But like clearly they are still dominating. And like, you know, they have slowly they started PS4 leaning and then they've slowly gone to Xbox again in the past like year or so. They're on Game Pass. Everything on Destiny's Game Pass. You just download Destiny on Game Pass. You have everything. Yeah, every expansion.
Money would do that to any company.
Sure, I mean, but they have a history. That's also why.
With Division's still a great game on its own. Like They've had loads of great content. It's just, how can you really compare Destiny and Division? Like, one's a first-person shooter, one's a third-person shooter, one's sci-fi.
You can how the game is set up, but that's about it.
Well, I mean, they're the same genre, right? So you have to compare them in that.
There's a lot of...
But, you know, everything is buying... I don't mean to interrupt, sorry.
Yeah,
everything is buying for your time.
Of course.
Everything. Your time is your biggest currency. Fortnite, buying for your time. Rocket League, Destiny, all these games, Counter-Strike, World of Warcraft, all of the MOBAs. They're all buying for your time. Overwatch. Shout out to XL again.
That's the thing, right, though, is like, if you have one of these, you're going to stick with that one, right?
Probably,
yeah.
Yeah,
like, it's going to be pretty hard to get Destiny players off Destiny because they're playing it every fucking day doing all the shit you possibly can do. So it's like, you're going to make another one of these to try to compete with that. You got to also pull players away from the one they're already attached to. And
you got to offer them something they're not getting.
More difficult than to getting people to buy it, you know?
Yeah, you got to give them something they're not giving, and then you got to keep giving it to them so they stay. And they don't go back to Destiny.
If I was a game developer and anybody says, "Oh, we should do games as a service," you stupid bastard! Like, it's as simple as that. Like, Avengers had no business being a games as a service, absolute no business, and
especially it being Crystal Dynamics.
You know? I just think it was third party. Like Marvel was like, "Oh, let's," you know, they like, "Look, you can have this IP, but can we try and make it a games as a service? Can we do this? Can we do that?" Because that's where the money is, and they see that's where the money is.
It's a cool idea. We're gonna keep adding all these heroes.
Yeah,
and then they're gonna get, and then Black Panther's coming in, and then we're gonna Wakanda Forever, you know, and they're gonna buy it, you know. And
I'm getting excited. What?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I didn't mean to get off a tangent with games as a service. That's just what I went to with this announcement.
Oh, perfect. Tangents is what we want, you know? Know what I mean, guys?
Kind of forever.
Yeah. Yes. And then next up, a quick one. DICE is teasing the next Battlefield game, and it will be revealed soon.
Yeah.
Just soon.
Yeah, I'll give a little bit. They tweeted out like a picture, and there's a bunch of developers. So there's like 4 developers working on this game. Hopefully we'll get it an actual reveal soon. And then there's the 5th developer is doing a mobile game for next year.
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't remember what
Battlefield. You guys Battlefield friends? Oh, because I'm not too much.
I like Battlefield. I have not played really a Battlefield since like maybe 3. I was really big into 3 on the 360. I didn't play 1 or 5, which they looked fun.
Battlefield 1 campaign, very good.
That one looked fun. I just didn't. I didn't end up playing it. They could get me in. I like
campaigns are shit. So, but that one was
good. Yeah. I like the gameplay. So maybe if it looks cool. DICE just makes great games.
Sims, you get it out there with your bros and shoot up people on the battlefield. Sometimes
I don't have bros and I don't do shoes.
Yeah, bro.
That's true. It's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so cool.
That's what everyone at Battlefield does. They happen to play. They're like, yeah, and they crash into a fucking tree because you can't drive those planes.
You go big, you go home. Remember Johnny Tsunami?
Bigger home. Get those fat dubskis, you know? Know what I mean?
No, not anymore. You've lost me.
Yeah, that was a Johnny. Yeah, I just made a Johnny Tsunami reference. Yeah.
Great movie. American
go
classic.
bigger, you go home. Yeah.
What's going on?
You've never seen Johnny Tsunami, bro? Oh my god.
Go watch Johnny Tsunami. You got Disney Plus. You can go watch Johnny Tsunami.
Two questions. When Mortal Kombat is out tomorrow, isn't it?
It is. Is it tomorrow? Cool.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. And then number 1, and then this is more of another topic. What do we think to the Returnal gameplay? Like, what we've all seen the previews.
Okay, we can talk about the previews.
Where are we? Where do we sit now?
I haven't watched it. Personally, I've just read people's comments. People sound positive on it. But if you notice with all game previews, people always sound positive on the game. You know, I don't. When is the time where there's a game preview and a guy sounds negative on it? Really, never. I remember when Alana Pierce previewed Mass Effect Andromeda, and she said it didn't look that great, and she got shit on for like 6 months until the game came out. That's why no one ever says in game previews this game doesn't look that great anymore. But it looks cool from what I've seen. Seen some gifs of like a cool little gun being shot. I don't know. I was still very underwhelmed by Returnal and everything we see in stated plays and trailers and whatnot. So we will see. We will see.
It might be the genre for you. That's why.
You think that roguelite genre doesn't? I know that doesn't typically ever work for me, but I was underwhelmed by the gameplay just looking at it on the trailer. Obviously, you gotta play it with stuff like this.
You need to watch one of those gameplays I linked. Watch the Game Informer one. They played it for 45 minutes.
But with this type of gameplay too, this fast paced, gameplay, you really gotta feel it, right?
I want to know how it feels. I want to know how it feels to play
to know how if you're gonna be into it. So
it needs to be tight. The dodge needs to be quick.
Exactly. It's like, it needs to feel perfect, and you really can't tell that until you got the controller in your hands.
Is this $70 that you're willing to spend though?
And so that's why I'm waiting for reviews. Like, I've seen the gameplay, I'm a little more excited, but I need to see reviews and like, is it $70? Because this game is $70. That's a lot of money.
Is it the name that puts it off the price tag? So, let's say hypothetically it was Naughty Dog, and they were making this game, the exact same formula, roguelite. $70. Would you say yes or no?
I mean, yeah, I'd buy it immediately because it's fucking Naughty Dog making it.
And then,
I wouldn't even watch
obviously because of the Housemart name, you would be like,
honestly, I don't think it's I don't think it's the name. Like, and also $70 to me is different than it is to everybody else, right? Like, I just need to see what it is. It's not that I need to know if it is worth it. And from everything I've seen, it's almost there. I just need to know if that quality's there.
This is why I like reviews, and I know reviews get shit on a lot in this industry, but I like.
No, I think people don't like scores.
I had such little money back then where I would straight up, if something wasn't rated a 9 by like majority of people, I'd be like, fuck it, I'm not buying it.
It's not worth my money.
Yeah, it's not worth it when I can only buy like 3-4 games a year.
Definitely.
Now we're buying 3-4 games a week, baby.
I'm buying games I'm not even fucking playing. What are your thoughts on Returnal, Sims?
I'm just not. I'm not.
You seem more down on it than anyone throughout this whole time.
Just not for me. Like, I enjoyed Hades, but I don't know, the bullet hell and the sci-fi, and it just doesn't. Yeah, exactly. It just not for me. I mean, we looked at it at the PlayStation State of Play a couple of weeks ago, and then I was like, I woke up this morning for a piss, as you do at 29 years old, and I checked my phone and all the previews had hit, and I was like, oh, I'll watch that in the morning, and I watched it, and I was just like, it's not for me. It doesn't look interested in the slightest. Like, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat.
You kind of already made up your mind.
I will not get it.
No. If it comes out though and it reviews and it's fucking 10 out of 10 everywhere, game of the year, all this bullshit, would you consider buying it then?
Not for 60 quid, no.
No, you'd still wait.
Yeah.
Not a bad plan. I can tell you right now, this game ain't gonna fucking sell. I mean, I know that, but so it'll probably be on sale pretty quick.
I think if they actually expanded on their promise of ranging the prices of the games, having that expand that whole range and made it 50, because I think PlayStation said 50, 60, and 70. They're going to kind of see what the game needs to be, like Miles was 50. I think if they would have put it at 50, this game might sell pretty well, especially because the console doesn't have much. So maybe everyone that has a PlayStation 5 will get it, try it out. But it being 70 is a lot more. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That is it for the news this week.
Yeah.
Not a busy week. Coming up on the games soon enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like we'll transition to
I want to take 1 minute and say this year has already been pretty great in games. I'm going to go out and say I play a lot of games. They might have been small games, but this year has already been great. We've had It Takes Two.
I think that was It Takes Two.
What? Hitman. Hitman 3. It Takes Two. Olea has been great. I liked Maquette. I'd have to go look at my list of games beat, but I think this year's already been pretty good. It's only been 4
other years though to where we are now, right? Like we're about to be in May. If you compared it to other years to where we are in May, this year ain't shit.
It's only a third of the way through the year.
I think with COVID, it seemed like everything got delayed a couple months just into May. It seems like normally our May is what March normally is.
Yeah.
I think what we've got this for the last 5 months is quality over quantity. Like the games that we've had, maybe one game, and I'm going to say 1.5 games a month, like a one big game, not even one big game, and an indie game. Like Maquette hit quite well, Hitman hit really well, It Takes Two. They've just not been like the bangers like we'd normally get. We'd have had a God of War this time.
A bunch of games just have been flowing through my head. Loop Hero.
Yeah, Loop Hero.
Type Faces. The Curse of the Dead Gods, that other like Hades game that I was playing. Like, there's just a bunch of little indie games, but that doesn't mean it's a bad year.
No,
it might just be because like every game you just named isn't for me. It's only, I mean, all I've played new this year is Hitman and It Takes Two. You know, so it's just I've had a down year, and maybe that's just why
I played It Takes Two, and that's it, and about 20 minutes of Loop Hero, which is great.
Right.
It's just one of those. It's just what it is. Like. We can't all have our cake and eat it.
I'm just saying. That
oh yeah, you are 100% right, and I will never say that again, Daniel.
Damn,
it's the only time I get that. I'm gonna remember that.
You better cherish this fucking moment, dude. Yeah. Where the hell were we? Okay, what have we been playing, guys? I was like, what are we doing? Where's this conversation go? I will start. I have played really nothing. You know, because this year sucked. You know, no, I'm kidding. But I played the Resident Evil demo. It was I only played this because I read you could go into photo mode. that was my whole day of reading.
Take pictures.
Yeah, ooh, I'll go over there, take some pictures. So that's what I did. It's a 30-minute demo. You only get 30 minutes, and they're fucking serious about that. The timer's in the fucking corner the whole time. It'll stop you. Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's not like you can just pause it either. No, that timer just keeps running. That's all you get.
It shows it in your corner.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's not like a pause and see.
No,
it's just all
there. Yeah, I believe it was there the whole time. I don't know. That image is like stained.
Yeah, 30 minutes, 20 minutes.
Man, I gotta get the right angle on this picture. Hold on. But yeah, it was. I skipped all the cutscenes and stuff. I don't want to see that. I'm pretty sure this demo actually happens like in game. Like you're gonna play this in the full RE8 demo, because the last demo was a whole like side thing where you were playing to someone else. You were in the castle. Someone called me Ethan at one point, so that's why I'm pretty sure I was playing the actual game.
I'm pretty sure this is
yeah. Anyways, yeah, it was fun. It's more Resident Evil, you know. I'm a little worried that this one's going to be more combat focused than the other one, because the shooting still doesn't feel fantastic. You know, I want to call it.
It's not a shooter.
Yeah, and there was at one point there's a demo where like all these enemies were chasing me, and I was like, okay, I don't like this. I don't know why, but I think I was just going the wrong way, and I was just intentionally looking for spots to take pictures. So that might have been more my problem. But yeah, it was just more Resident Evil. I was trying to open this door, go find this piece over there, you know, this weird item in the door, and then the door opens. You know,
classic Resident Evil.
Yeah, it's just.
Is there a crank?
Open the doors. I did not find a crank, not yet.
There's got to be one in the game.
Very pretty game, I gotta tell you. Holy shit!
That's what I'm really excited to see. Just
there's like multiple modes. There's like the ray tracing one, which I think is only 45 frames on both Series X and PS5, and then I think there's like a just 4K with 60, which is definitely what you want to play.
Play it in the one that's not 60, the ray tracing one, because it's so slow, anyways. Yeah. This might be the one. I know I've been all like 60 frames per second since Miles Morales, but this one might get me to just do the ray tracing one, because you're so slow moving anyway, though. You know, I don't really see what a higher frame rate would benefit from. You know, obviously
sure, you are shooting.
Yeah, no, you are, and like I just said, this one might be more combat focused than the other ones, because there was a huge group of enemies just fucking chasing me out of nowhere, and it was very scary. They were werewolves, I think. I don't know what was going on there.
You just not crouch.
No big lady. I don't know where she was. I was looking for her.
They got to save the big lady for the game.
Yeah. Save that big lady.
She's too big for that.
Took a bunch of pictures. You can go find those on my Twitter. You know.
I saw them.
Where's Twitter? Where's that Twitter?
You know what I'm upset about always is whenever I put them on Twitter, they're a bit more darker than they are on my TV, and I'm always like, why is Twitter dark on my Twitter? You know,
it's Twitter. Just everything.
Yeah, and there's one that I thought was so fucking good, and then I look at it on Twitter, and it's like dark as hell, and I'm like, God damn it! Like, you can't see anything.
Like I have.
But other than that, I've just been fucking around with Tony Hawk and UFC a little bit.
Always
waiting for new games because this year's been down. Anyways, Daniel, what have you been playing?
So yeah, this has been a very slow week for me in games. I just have not played a lot. But I did try
games this week.
Of what?
You only beat 3 games this week.
No, I didn't beat any games this week. But I did try out MLB The Show on Game Pass.
Oh, I hear you. Hell yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. So I did try it. I sent you guys some pictures showing how it looks. I played a couple exhibition games, just like standard matches. And then I played a little of the like create a character mode. I forget what it's called. I can't remember. It's like road
type thing.
It's like a create a character, then you go into the MLB. I think it's like Road to the Show or something like that. So I did like 3 games, I think, with my create a character. The game's just fun. Like I'm not as crazy about like trying to hit home runs. I don't think that feels as good as pitching. The pitching feels pretty good. I like the chess match of pitching and like trying to. I picked I forget what. There's like multiple pitching modes and multiple hitting modes. And you can kind of do which one you want. And I picked the one where it's like a square and you kind of have the ball, and then you move it to wherever you want to try to throw it to, and then you pick what throwing style you want. You try to strike them out, and it's fun. It looks good. The character models don't look great up close. Like they're not bad, but that's definitely where they had to turn corners, especially in the character creator. You could it looks pretty bad in the character creator.
That's where they run out of money.
What?
Are you a baseball guy in general?
As a kid, I think I liked baseball more. We would go to a local team in Florida. Shout out to the Hammerheads, Roger Dean Stadium.
Good old Hammerheads.
Hammerheads, yeah. Jupiter Hammerheads, I'm pretty sure is what they were called. Roger Dean Stadium was awesome. We'd go there, watch some games and stuff. They had like the speed thing you could throw and just get snacks. They had like the frozen lemonades, really good.
I'll tell you what, man. America sounds dope. Like, just sounds like a good time. You know, I had a fucking like rundown like football like club called the Asterdale, where like my friend's mum used to work there, and it was just shit and run down, and we had to sneak round the back of it to play a bit of football. We didn't get to go watch no football. We got nothing like that. You're having snacks and lemonade and throwing pitches and shit.
Oversized beverages and all that, man.
Oh,
it's
man, super size as well. You know, if I said that in England, they'd be like, what are we on about? I want to go super size.
Yeah, so I like baseball, maybe for more of a distance thing. I do want to give one more shout out. The Tampa Bay Rays. I don't know if you guys know the name.
I know the Tampa Bay because they used to.
They used to be the Rays is their team. They used to be called the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. And my cousin, the eldest of my generation, he's like in his 40s now. He was a minor league pitcher for the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, and he was like working his way to get into the majors, and then he ended up throwing his arm out. But he was there. He was in the Tampa Bay Devil Rays outfit and all that. It was really cool.
Why'd they get rid of the devil in their name?
Because of
just reasons.
Just Jesus.
Christians.
Fucking Jesus. Now they're the Jesus Rays.
No, they're just the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah, I thought it was a Stingray reference. I don't know.
It's not a Stingray. Yeah, pretty much. I played about an hour, maybe 2, of Days Gone.
Yeah, you love it, don't you? It's a great game.
And
you play it
Why? No, Why? I don't think so.
Why?
Number one, it just didn't click for me.
Why?
I got to the point where you'll probably know where it is. I got to the point when I was in this like little camp because my bike got stolen, and I went to talk to a guy, and then I had to like do a mission for like the head. that's kind of where I was at. I could see why somebody would like this game, but it didn't really completely work for me.
What didn't work?
I don't. I wasn't crazy about the bike sequence, because if that's how it's going to feel at its best, the motorcycle, I don't even want to try that bike.
Yeah, but you get upgrades. You're supposed to feel
I'm
like
sure.
a run-down bike.
Turbo boost.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the combat and the
It felt
shooting?
okay.
Did you get like clobbered by some like bandits with that rope?
Well, there's like a scripted sequence in the beginning where you're like moving the car, they attack you, you like stab them and stuff. But I don't know. It just
felt very Dead Rising to me.
Great game.
Sure.
you're not doing it any like you're selling it more.
People like Dead Rising
gameplay.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. People like Dead Rising not for how good the gameplay is. But shout out to Sam Witwer. I don't know. I think they gave him bad direction. Like, it's not that I don't like Deacon or even his performance, because I think he did what they wanted him to do. But just him yelling all the time and like
no,
yeah, between that. Yeah, and just how he like talks, he always sounds angry and like I don't know.
Hey, motherfucker.
Yeah,
that's it.
I didn't like
Boozer,
Booze man. Yeah,
chill, man.
Game's great. I'm with you. There's Days Gone too.
Shout out to Days Gone too. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Booze man.
All right. That's the last time we'll ever talk about Days Gone on this show. It's done. It's done forever.
I tried it. That's it. I tried it.
Never again. Never get it. It's banned. Sims, what have you been playing? I swear to God, if you say Days Gone.
Honestly, I've been thinking about it. So I finished Watch Dogs.
Hey.
I just we were playing Abe's Odyssey where I think we kind of just stopped playing it. We didn't even talk about it. We just both went our separate ways.
Well, you don't even know the name. That's why you stopped. You played the wrong game.
Yeah, I like to call it Abe's Odyssey. Okay. So anyway, so I just had this mission in life. Can you talk for me? I think I've turned my headphones down.
What?
No,
what happened?
Don't matter. I thought I turned my headphones down. So,
okay.
What happened? So what happens is, I just had this mission. I need to finish this game, and it was painful, absolutely painful. Like, I'm not even going to tell you the story. I'm not even going to waste my breath on it. All I can say is, I finished it. I rolled credits, took it out of the PlayStation, put it in the box, and threw it in the bin. I have proof, and I definitely didn't fish it out.
So you can tell it.
No. So then I was in that limbo. Like, what do I play? What do I play, boys? What do I play?
I mean, you've had a couple.
In limbo, or did you figure it out?
I figured that straight away. Playing some Immortals Phoenix Rising. I think nanobiologist Nano, when he was on the show, he taught me. He pretty much said, it's a really good game, and not many people talk about it, and that's it's a bit of a shame, really. It's okay. I kind of like do it an injustice to myself, because I like to play games in my way and not the way the game wants me to. So it's like, oh, there's big shiny objective over here, and I'm like, no, because there's other shiny stuff over there, and I just like to go around and just collect all the little bits. I don't think I like this new. You have someone else to tell me like differently, but Valhalla, like the objective. Did you have to like zoom in and then scan around to see like little?
Talking about like the sync points.
Sync points, objectives on the maps, maybe a chest or two.
I didn't play Valhalla, but I mean, most Assassin's Creed has sync points.
Yeah, but
I don't. You're saying like. You get to the point and then you scan around and then just go towards whatever you see when you're in the scan mode type thing.
Yeah. So Immortals does this weird thing of like every Ubisoft game is the same. There's different like towers or I don't know, a lamppost, and then you go up to the top of it, you press a button, it scans around, and you get to see what's in the vicinity.
Yeah, it reveals the map.
Yeah, and like in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, oh no, not Odyssey, distance.
You'll do the sync point and everything's just on your map then.
So I don't think they're doing it then. But what's worrying me in Immortals, you kind of have to like find like a really high point in the game. There's a few high points, and then like hold R3, and then kind of like use the camera, like like a first-person shooter. That's how I explain it. And then the cursor will start to vibrate, and then click R2 to reveal, and then it will reveal a chest, or it will reveal a dungeon, or it reveal an orb that you collect to upgrade your health. And I don't really like that part of the game of like having to find
a map you can pull up.
There is a map. There's a map, but the icons are not there. You have to find these icons yourself.
Okay. Can you like put a marker on it? When
you
can.
Point? Yeah. Because I'll have to. It's hard to explain. So you click R3 and it zooms in first person into like binoculars mode. Let's say binoculars mode, and then you put the cursor, and then the cursor will start to vibrate, and then it will say R2 to reveal, and then in that distance over in 1,000 miles, 750 meters or whatever. There's a chest there, and then you move it again, and then more. You'll just reveal more in that. Not exactly in that vicinity near you, but close enough. And I just don't really like wasting my time doing that.
It's not like Breath of the Wild,
exactly,
because you have the marker thing.
But like in that binoculars mode, it kind of like reveals that there is something over there. Like in Zelda, it's pretty much go find it yourself. There isn't that much help.
Yeah, you just had the markers. That's all you had in that game. You can reveal the map with the towers, and then you had to mark all the shrines yourself.
So what's the combat like?
Very basic, very very basic. I tell you, obviously they give you an option with the combat with the difficulty, because I'm trying to plow it and I want to play it, and I just want to get through it and enjoy myself. Obviously, I don't like getting frustrated with games because I just don't have time to get frustrated. My 3-year-old. I haven't got 3. A 5-year-old went, oh, look at this shiny game where there's a bear, and she picked it up and she beat this bear with no help, just jamming R2 and R1, and it was impressive. And she's obviously now she's aware that I'm playing this game. I was very impressed with her. Like it is literally R1 you get this sword, R2 you get a big axe, hold L2 and that's the bow and arrow, and then you have the Zelda. Breath of the Wild, you get to pick up blocks with the what was it? I forgot what it was called now.
Talking about the bombs?
No, it was like in Breath of the
shit.
Yeah, you pick it up. Basically, that's in there. You're using that quite a lot in this, and there's loads of different puzzles. And I'm only in the very bottom left corner of this map, and I've been there for about 10 hours. And I've done maybe 2 of the objectives, and I'm just going around collecting everything and then just exploring. And I just don't like the way you have to reveal everything. I'd kind of go to a sick point, and then it just shows you everything on the map, and then you can just go to it. I don't like looking for stuff. I'd rather, especially in a Ubisoft game, just be the Zelda game you kind of want to be, but then be the Ubisoft game that you know to be, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, it's beautiful, it's colourful, it's bright, it's trying to be funny, kind of going over my head a bit.
The story good at all? So now there's supposed to be more of a story than there was in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I mean, there's I think is it Zeus and somebody talking to each other, narrating the story. That's
Ares.
Prometheus, isn't it? You just said Prometheus. Yeah, they're just talking. They're talking, telling you a story, and then you've got these another guy. He's come to help. It's just they're just trying to be funny, and for me, it's I don't know. I might have chuckled once or twice. There's these dungeon, the Zelda dungeon-esque levels, full of puzzles, and sometimes I sit there and scratch my head for 5 minutes, and then Natalie will be she'll say something and it'll be all muffled because I'm wearing headphones, and I'll be like, "What?" She goes, "You just do that," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then she'll figure it out without looking at it. Honestly,
dummy.
I'm so stupid. It's okay. I'm enjoying it. I'm not going to put it down. I'm looking forward to playing it later on. I'm actually excited. I'm not excited, but I just like to just chill with it. I don't think about anything, and except for when I do find an actual puzzle. It's just a fun game. It's just a Zelda, like a dumbed down Zelda, if that makes sense. I think what they've done is gone, oh, look at Zelda's world. It's a bit empty, but then they've just kind of crammed too much in. It just seems a bit too busy. So it's just a bit oh, okay. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm just looking forward to Pokemon Snap, and I'm looking forward to Resident Evil. And that's why I'm just literally just waiting for Resident Evil now. And then I believe
Near Replicant coming out Friday.
Yeah, I think Natalie's playing. What was it called?
Automata.
Honestly, boys, we should just get Natalie on the podcast because like she played 2 games in a week. It's like watching me last year. I was like, she just smashed out some Bugsnax, smashed out some Little Nightmares. So she's having a good time. I'm playing a mobile game more than anything, if you want the truth.
That's all right. It's gaming.
Yeah, I just it was on IGN. It was like, oh, The Walking Dead.
Buying a bunch of microtransactions, and I don't want to hear.
I might have spent £2.
So far,
no, I'm not gonna buy them all. Look, I'm playing The Walking Dead Survivors. And that
Did you buy like a?
I bought Michonne.
Is that?
Good choice. Good choice.
Good choice.
So yeah, I'm just literally. I'm just like upgrading stuff, and I last time I played one of these like point and click games was like Simpsons tap and hitting something. What was it called? Simpsons Tap Out or something.
Oh yeah, that really bad mobile game. Yeah,
I had a really good time with that game. I did back in the day, but that's when like mobile game kind of like I had like one of the first Apple phones, and I had a really good time with it. So obviously you're looking for that like, and yeah, it's just a mobile game, but it's fun. I'm just upgrading characters and etc. etc. It's a good time. I'm having a good time with it. I'm having a good time.
Good times. Good times. Is that how you've been playing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
what's next for you? So Pokemon Snap next for you, pretty much.
Pokemon Snap's out a week tomorrow. Is it the same day as
Return?
Yeah, I thought so. But I won't be playing it until Sunday because it's my birthday. I'm just gonna play some more and more. Pardon?
You've been hyping up this birthday.
I'm 30 years old. I'm 30 years old. But obviously, the worst part about my birthday is this is like the first year where I haven't got like a big AAA game for my birthday because I had Final Fantasy last year, God of War the year before, I believe. Am I right to say that?
Pokemon Snap.
There's 2019. You're missing 2019.
What was 2019? Days Gone. Days Gone. So
now you're getting Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, I know, but like it's not Resident Evil though, is it? I'm really excited about Pokemon Snap, but the fear is that am I going to be done with it in 2-3 nights?
I am already going to tell you right now, it's just going to be the same game, just up-resed, look better, maybe a few more little things, but that's it. That's all it's going to be.
I don't think it's like a straight remake like that.
No, but
it's but it will be the same premise. But he's trying to make it sound like fucking like that's a bad thing. I can't wait. No,
I didn't mean to sound like it was be a bad thing.
And then Fujimax, yeah, like a big like developing photo company, yeah, they just announced there's like a printer coming out.
You should tell me how to hang up my Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, put them all over your walls.
Yeah.
No, but I am actually looking forward to the competition of like the of like the points of like how they're going to do the online system. I'm actually really excited for that. I'm really excited for this game. I've even said to Nat like, can we just have it Friday? She's like, no.
I'm very excited for you.
And then I throw a Paddy. I was like, oh, my friends are going to be playing it Friday, and they're going to get the scores. I'm so excited. I really am. You're getting it, aren't you, Connor?
I'm getting it for sure.
Yeah, man,
I hope it only is like 5 hours or whatever, and I just beat it in one night. Then I can go play Returnal or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, the week after is Resident Evil, so I'm really excited at that.
Are you guys getting Mass Effect? I'm hyped.
Yes, this is what I was about to say. What are we?
I'm more excited for Mass Effect than.
Yeah, I'm excited. When's it out exactly?
May 15th.
It's earlier than I thought.
Yeah. I'm also Biomutant just released a new trailer. It looks cool.
Oh, have they?
Looks cool.
I keep spilling. Don't wear grey, Steve. I haven't seen the new trailer.
It's a game that I'm curious about, but I don't know if I'm.
Natalie's been really excited for Biomutant.
Yeah,
so it's a weird game.
Cool looking game.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, we will move on to the game. Daniel.
Yes. So I've been waiting for it just to be us three again, to do our museum again, and I have my little paper right here. I'll refresh you guys on how we do it. I have exactly the 4 games that have made it in order. Super Mario World was our first entry. Then it was Tetris, then Resident Evil 7, and then Mass Effect 2. So I told you guys to pick a couple options just in case it gets taken. So what we're going to do is you'll have however long you want, not too long, but to make your argument why it should be in our museum of great games. And then we'll have like a little...
Best
you
one.
guys just, because you guys forced a theme, that's why it's there. So you guys will have a little bit of, by yourself, no interruptions, kind of make your argument, and then there'll be like a question phase. We'll kind of tell you why it shouldn't be, and they'll move on, and then you have to vote for a game that isn't your game, and then we'll see what makes it. So who would like to go first?
Me.
All right, I'm very excited, Sims. Go for it.
I don't like the smile Sim's got on his face, though. It's making me nervous here.
Anytime you're ready.
Swear to God, if you say Days Gone.
Days Gone.
Fuck.
I'm not even going to say too much about this game. Like, this game is underrated, underappreciated, undervalued. And Daniel just said all the bad things about it. It's just... It's not the best storytelling, but it just has that Walking Dead vibe. And if you enjoy The Walking Dead, and to me, I love The Walking Dead, and if you just love that weird, crazy, zombie-filled and baddie world, then you just have a good time with it. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, but I think this game deserves some credit.
You haven't said the name of the game yet.
I said Days Gone, you clown.
I didn't hear you. Sorry. Continue.
Days Gone.
You clown.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not even gonna say it that much. Like, I don't need to. I spoke about it too many times over the years, and like, this game is fantastic, and I genuinely might go and play it again.
Is that it? Are we
now?
on the question phase?
Question me.
Is that what we do? We question now?
Yeah, now it's question. Why would you bring this to the Museum of Great Games, Sims? I'm gonna get close to the camera. Are you kidding me right now?
It's a great game. This is a great game. It's undervalued, underappreciated, disrespected in the video game community. Like,
what makes this game stand out? That's my question.
What makes it stand out?
What makes it unique and not a bunch of things that they shove together? What makes it unique?
The bike.
And why should it be in the museum?
It's just a balmy game. Like, it is a bit far-fetched in a zombie apocalypse world, but it's different. Like, how many open world?
What makes it different?
It's open world zombie apocalypse world. How many of us are open world zombie apocalypse world? Is it open world in that zombies?
Dead Space 3.
Yeah, but it's not. That's sci-fi.
Red Dead, Undead Nightmare.
That's fictional.
That's a deal.
That's fictional. This whole thing's fictional. What are you talking about?
I'm done questioning.
Yeah, you're fucking crazy, you know. But I like it. I like it a lot.
Well,
you know?
how far did you get?
That game. Probably like halfway. Honestly, probably like 15-ish hours.
Did you get to the village bit where they got attacked?
Maybe. I don't fucking know, man. Did
it not hit you in the feels, man? Did it not hit you in the feels? Spoilers for Days Gone. When he was like, the game would make you go from one side of the map to the other side of the map just to spend like 5 minutes with your dead wife.
So damn cheesy.
I just didn't find it cheesy, but I don't know. I've always been a sucker for cheese. Look,
I like The Walking Dead too, and I see what you're talking about. Like, I get it. It's that vibe. It's that open world zombie. It's that same Walking Dead vibe. That's all well and good, but like, underneath all that, this game is just mediocre. You know, I mean, that's just what I think. We just talked about how the gameplay feels like Dead Rising. Dead Rising doesn't feel good. Neither is this. The motorcycle's kind of stupid. The characters are stupid. A lot of it is just, you know, eh.
I don't know what it is. Like, I just disagree, and that's just in my opinion. And you're not wrong, and I'm not wrong, but I don't know. This game just stood out.
I wanted you to bring a game that you thought. That's fine.
I genuinely love this game.
I'm glad that you love it, and I love that you love it.
And I love the fact that people are talking about this game in a light or a dog, not a positive. Anyway.
Too much Days Gone.
Go next, Connor.
No, you go.
You want me to go? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I looked at our list and I said, hey, what is not in this that needs to be in it? So I chose Pokemon Red and Blue, baby. Released in Japan in February 27, 1996. And in America, in September 28th, 1998. Pokemon Red and Blue, Yellow. I think there's a green as well. Hey, you're interrupting me. This is my time. We only have one RPG, other RPG, which is Mass Effect. Which is, one of the best RPGs of all time. This game launched an entire industry of this huge franchise, cards, TV show, everything. There's the big look at all of those plushies there. Exactly. Merchandise. This is literally the biggest IP in the world.
Is it?
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah. It has brought in young kids into RPGs as well. This is a lot of people's first RPG. This was my first RPG. Red and Blue.
Mine as well.
Yours as well. See, it brought a lot of people into RPGs. It can be difficult, but for the most part, it's not too. It's about catching and collecting. Look how iconic these monsters are. Come on. Look how cute these things are. Eevee, probably the cutest thing I've ever seen. Are you kidding me?
Charbazaur and your Squirtle.
Yeah, look, there's Eevee right there. Look at that cute little thing. I love Eevee. Cutest Pokemon.
Got a new one. We got an otter the other day.
Yeah, Oshawott. Another cute little Pokemon.
Roxy thinks
that's
it's a
pretty
clown.
much it. That's pretty much all I gotta say about Pokemon Red vs. Blue. Not too much, because it should just already be in there. You may question.
Did we have it up for debate before with this game?
No.
Oh, okay. It's like, why the fuck would it be in there then?
No, I said it should already be in there. That's what I'm saying.
Technically, my first one was Pokemon Yellow, though. But it's the same thing.
That's like the third game. That's the same thing.
Sure, yeah. Yeah. Game's fucking fantastic. Love that game. I don't have any real counterpoints. Good music,
I never played a Pokemon game aside. I couldn't stand it. Just can't stand it. Like, I don't know. I've always, even Pokemon. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I've heard it and I know it, and it's it's nostalgic in my brain. But after a bit, it's just so annoying. Like I just couldn't get on with it. Any of it. Like, it was always so annoying.
The one that gets me, and I do it, later as I play, is the animations for the moves. Sometimes it takes way too long. I'll just turn the animations off and just let them do the move. Any other questions? Is there no reason why this game should not be?
I mean,
would you not pick a older Pokemon or newer Pokemon game that would build that Pokemon Blue and Red?
Sure. Like, I do think probably Gold, Silver, and Crystal might be the best ones. I mean, my favorite's third gen, because it's just the one I played the most. Emerald is probably my favorite. But this was the one that did it. Like, this did it first. It's still probably some of the best Pokemon are in the original game. Like, you can't really compete. It started this wave.
Yellow came out later, though, didn't it?
I think it was a year later. I mean, that's usually how the third game comes out, like a little bit later.
They've been doing that shit since the 90s,
Yeah. That's it for me. No more questions. Okay, cool. Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow.
My game is Batman Arkham City. What I will be picking. Yeah. Sims for some reason has to think what Batman Arkham City is.
I don't think it's the first, second, or third one. I know it's not the first one.
It's the second. Yeah. It's the second. Yeah, Arkham City. Sequels are always better, as we all know in video games. That's just how they work. Sequels always better. They build upon the things. They're always better. You just said it with Gold and Silver a second ago. You just said it.
He's got us there, hasn't he?
Got you by the ball.
It's your turn.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, this is one of the best superhero games that he made. One of the best licensed game ever made in general. You want that Batman combat? You fucking got it in this one. More refined, more reformed than it was in Arkham Asylum. You want these characters. You got your Two-Face. You got your Hugo, whatever the fuck his name is. You got Joker. Yeah. Great story all around. One of the best superhero stories in all of media, I would say. You know, I don't read too many comics, but you know, as far as like movies, video games go, this is up there quite a bit. I'd say this is probably the best superhero video game. You know, I might argue Marvel's Spider-Man. They're probably like neck and neck, but I would probably edge this one out a little bit just because the writing and story are so damn good. I love the way the open world is structured in this game. It's not too big, you know. There's not like too much shit to do, but there's just enough. Love those Riddler, whatever the fuck they called.
How many was it? There was 100, or there was more than 100 in this one.
There's a lot. There were too many of those. Too many of those. One downside to this game, but yeah, I like everything about it.
I think Natalie got every one of them.
I did not with this game. I don't think so. I've been meaning to replay this. I've been meaning to replay the whole Arkham trilogy at some point.
Is there a collection?
There is a collection.
The Return to Arkham, I think is what it's called. Something like that.
Yeah.
Are we in the questioning phase?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got absolutely nothing because I want this game eventually in the museum too. This is my favorite. Me and you are always on the same page. This is the best in the series. Oh my god, I love this game so much.
I have a question.
If I want to critique it,
went too much into the open world and the driving around and all that shit. Arkham Asylum, not enough. Right in the middle, you got Arkham City, perfect.
My biggest critique with this game is its combat is a little too samey, and you're kind of mashing buttons. Yeah, you get gadgets and stuff,
but at the time it felt good though. It felt very maybe
it
not.
Feels good. I just mash it.
Great at the moment. Yeah, sure, you do mash buttons quite a bit, but there is a lot of different things you do, especially as you upgrade gadgets and whatnot. You know, there's a lot of different ways to attack. You could sit there and mash buttons all day. Sure, you can do that in a lot of games, but there's a lot of different things you could do within the combat to make it feel different.
Yeah, it's just a little shallow. That's just my biggest negative. Is it's just hit counter for the most part. You get your gadgets, but Sims, you were going to question him? Go for it.
I just want to know why you didn't pick the first one, because that's obviously the best one.
I like the open world structure more in City than I do Asylum. Asylum's great. I love the story.
I think Asylum should be in it eventually as well.
Sure. Like I said, I think City just
more.
really built on the stuff Asylum already had, and I think I had a better story overall. And combat was a little bit better, all that type of stuff. Like I said, sequels are always better. Can't name an example where it's not. You know what I mean? You're both thinking right now. You have no idea.
No, I wasn't thinking because it's just wrong. The sequel is not always better.
Right though. It's right though.
Okay, BioShock 2. Okay,
made by a different studio. All right.
You little bastard! Right, shut up, man.
Okay, is Infinite better than BioShock 1? No, it's not. So there's no.
Skyhook.
Nope.
Skyhook. Same. Any more questions?
What's going on? No. Number 2 for me just didn't. I think I forced myself to finish it. It just didn't click for me. I like number 1 much better. But you're entitled to your wrong opinion.
You're kind of crazy though. You know.
No, I do get where you're coming from. I don't know. Maybe I just prefer that linear, like Batman. I don't know what it was. It just didn't work for me. And I've not even played the third one.
It's that whole sewer section. No one likes a sewer section. Get me out of that sewer. Final Fantasy VII did this too. It's like, get me out of this fucking sewer.
I never finished the third Batman either. Never finished it.
Arkham Knight's great. I
love Arkham Knight. Twice
like
as well. Twice.
The game's great.
Twice.
Honestly, the only thing about Arkham Knight is that car combat.
Yeah, I like the combat. It's just too much of it. They make you do too much.
Like it, yeah. Anyways, yeah. I think it's time we vote, right?
Yeah.
Days Gone, right? It's a foregone conclusion, right?
So you cannot vote for your own game.
I don't think Gone just to be a troll about it.
Instead of forcing someone to have to be the decider, we're just going to do it all at one time. We're just going to go, and you vote for your thing. I'll do a little countdown, and we'll just do it that way.
We're doing it one by one, or are we all just going to blurt out our answer?
Because I don't want like one of us to be forced to kind of choose what makes it or whatever. So, Sims is usually.
Should we all write it down and then show it to the camera?
No, because I can't.
No, don't.
I feel like
we can do it next time, but I really can't put 5 paper. We'll just go 3, 2, 1 potatoes, yeah?
And you can't vote for your own game.
Cannot vote for your own game.
Okay.
All right. I'll do the countdown. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Pokemon.
Arkham City. Okay. Okay. So Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow makes it.
Shit, Dante's gone.
But what I wanted to say is I was going to test you. I was going to bring 2 games in this week. So Arkham City also makes it.
You can't.
How do you like that? Yeah, I can. I just did.
You did that? Did you do that?
I just did.
I like it.
We're in his world now.
I guess. All right, cool, whatever. Arkham City and Pokemon Red and Blue. Welcome to the museum. Once we get this museum up and built, we will get the original copies of these and put them in a glass case.
Yep, exactly.
Whatever kids can come by and paint them the glass or whatever the fuck. I don't know what they do at museums.
I picked 2 games because we haven't done it in a while. I didn't want to tell you guys.
Well, it was quite a twist.
Days Gone really fucked up there, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Imagine if we had Days Gone on the
He wouldn't have put 2 games in there, would he, the little bastard?
We would have a reason to talk about it every time we play this fucking game. Anyways, that was the Nerdic Gods podcast, episode 63. Thank you so much for watching. You can go catch us on audio platforms now, Google Play, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Please subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/nerdicgods. Go check out Sim's Twitter thing. Or you want to talk about that again? Or you good?
No, it's okay. No, it's fine. When there's more information, we'll definitely talk about it.
Sure. Yeah. And get that.
Please leave a comment.
Leave a comment. You know, we'll talk back. You know, I do want to say, if you've been watching us and like you watch us consistently, talk. Like we'll fucking talk right back at you. You know, we'll have you on the fucking show if you want. You know,
I'll get the comments.
Yeah, we'll get up in there. And anyways, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.